Hello, hello, friends. I am so happy to be here today. Happy Friday to everyone. For anyone who's joining us, I just wanted to say welcome, welcome. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Tell us what you are excited about, what you want to know. Really, I just wanted to come on today to share something that I've been doing that has been so incredibly helpful as I rework my website. So I have been redoing the entire thing. Basically, I took it from Base 44 and moved it over to Go High Levels AI Studio. And I have found it to be just absolutely invaluable. So I'm going to go over two parts today. One is to just talk a little bit about the Chrome extension, which I will pop in the chat if you want to take a look at. I do believe it is only available on paid accounts, but what this allows you to do when I work on websites or apps, I've noticed that sometimes I do a million screenshots, and so I'll screenshot something, then put it on, and then ask it to analyze it. And I discovered last night, and I don't know why I wasn't using this before, but it was so easy to just use the Chrome extension and then have a conversation back and forth. So I'm going to get started and just go ahead and share my screen so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So here is my current website, and I'm going to show you how I'm like redesigning it page by page. So last night, I actually went through the homepage and had it analyze each section and then help me to redo it. And it has been really powerful on how that has, kind of played out. So let's see. So what I'll do now is go to the About page. And then right here, you'll see this little Claude icon. So I'm going to open that. And then it opens up in this little tab. And so you can have a conversation back and forth with whatever's on your screen. And it can actually go in and do things and change things. Now, one piece of advice I would say is not to do this with anything that's like for financial purposes, or, something that has passwords or anything like that. It still is in beta, but let me just show you how this looks. So I'm going to just say here, I would like to analyze this page, and we're going to want to make some updates. And so this is the About page on my website, and we're just going to go section by section. So let's talk about the first part and what suggestions you might have. And the tool that I'm using there to voice text that is called Speakly. And it's free and it's amazing. So it allows me to really do work. So what it's doing now is it's saying, I want to create a plan, and it's going to read the page, identify the first section, and analyze the content and provide suggestions for improvement. So all I have to do is click Approve Plan, and then it will go and work. And you'll notice that you can kind of see what it's doing. It took a screenshot, and it's like, okay, on the hero intro section, here's what's currently there. Hello, friend, what's working well? And here are some suggestions. The subtitle is Underselling You. Here's a bit about who I am and where to find me. Reads like a placeholder. It's very passive. Your ideal clients are landing on this page to decide if you're the right person for them. The M- formatting is inconsistent. Consider speaking to the visitor. And then what I'm going to do is say, can you please give me the exact suggestions that I should give to my AI builder for my website? And then here's where the magic comes in. It's going to tell me exactly what to take over to AI Studio. So like, here's the exact content. And then, so I'll just copy that. And now I'm going to go over to the AI builder. So it's on this page and I'm just going to paste it. Can you please update this? Okay. And now I can, while that's working, I can come back over and I can say, okay, let's go to the My Story section. Feel free, if you have any questions as I'm doing this, to type them in the chat. And as I am finished, I will get back over there. So now again, what it's going to do is it's looking at the page. It's taking a screenshot. It's scrolling down, looking at it, kind of seeing how it functions. And then all I have to do again is say, it's like, it's strong. The copy is good. The headline is great, but it could bridge better into your audience. You don't need another course, speaks directly to blah, blah, blah. And I'll say, yes, please turn those into the exact suggestions. And then again, all I have to do is copy that. So I'm going section by section and looking at kind of like what Claude would say, hey, this is what you need to do. So then I'm going to copy this. And then I'll say, go to the next section. And I can't wait to see what it comes back with for that, because honestly, it looks, and I kept telling it, this looks terrible. And it was like, yes, I would agree. Okay, so we'll put that in here. And then you can see it is already going to kind of look and update. It's updated that part. And now it's going to go into the My Story section and update it there. So we'll come back over here and I'll say, go to the next section. And as you can see, like the what clients say, that looks terrible. It's not very visually appealing. And so what I'm be interested to see, what it suggests to do. And you can see how easy this is. And as this does not have to be just used for this purpose, it can look at anything on the screen. Like, for example, yesterday I was going into, it was like a Google doing the site map for my page. And I was like, I know what I'm doing. And it was walking me through, exactly what to do. Okay, here's my analysis before we decide. There's a typo. Okay, great. And I'll just say, I'll say, yes, please give me those. Yes, please. And it also says there's only 2 testimonials. So I should probably grab another one. Please give me the updated suggestions. We'll grab those. And then I could go back and, add testimonials. And then the last thing, I really don't like this section, how it is here. So I'm, again, very curious to see, what it's going to change. So I'll copy that and then ready to move on to the Find Me section online. Yes. Come back over here. It gives a little beep when it's done. And then let's see what it did here. And so now it's working on this section. I'm going to tell it here. Let's see what it says about, those icons there. And I'm going to tell it visually, I really don't like this section. What suggestions do you have for improvement? And that was one thing that I had to do with like the homepage, because I really did not like how the homepage looked. And so I am not a developer, so I don't have the terminology to know, like, make it a, a full size image or whatever it is. And so that was something. So I can see exactly what's going on. The alignment is off. The cards feel flat and low contrast. So I'll just say yes. And we are literally going on 10 minutes now. And I was able to basically get this entire page updated to be so much more visually, appealing. So I'll say copy, grab that, bring it over to the studio, and add that. And we'll go in here and check this out. And I still am not sure. I don't really love the way these quotes are being displayed. So I may come back and say, I'll say, yes, you can do this part. That's the very bottom part. We'll take care of that. And then I'll open it up to see if there's any questions. So feel free, if you have questions on what I'm doing, to just add those in the chat and I'll be sure to answer them. So I have Claude running here. It's analyzing, this part. Here are the exact instructions. And then I'm going to say, can you go back to the quote part, testimonial part? I don't like the way it looks visually. Let's head over here, check on this. Okay, that's not bad where I show up. I may come back in and say, like, I don't really like that contrast. I'll do the bottom part here just so we have it, and then I'll be able to publish it. And then approve plan. And we are almost finished. Thanks for sticking with me. I'm loving how simple and easy it is to be able to update and create websites. And like I said, the AI Studio in GHL is so good. You could even be doing this in regular Claude, but because I'm here and this is the program that I use, I wanted to make sure. Okay, and then I'll paste this here. And when that's finished, I'll show you the full product. So I'm going to stop sharing and just check in to see what questions we have. Okay, so Jen Sparks Speakly for dictation. Yes, it's seriously amazing. If you haven't used it yet, I'm going to grab a link for you to be able to install that. It's totally free, and you literally just install it, and anywhere that you would normally type, you can just use Speakly. So like if I were typing here, I could just grab that link, and it's amazing. So let's see what else. What I was doing on the left side, Judy, I think I understand your question, but if I'm not explaining it correctly, let me know. But here is Speakly. This is a lovely affiliate link. All that happens is I get another 30 days of free use for it. So let me share my screen again. And let's check in on this. Hello, hello, friends who are just joining us. So when you were asking about the left-hand side, I'm assuming you meant this, and all I did was I have my website opened, I think. Um, and then this here is the AI studio where I can actually go in and make some changes. What's nice about it is you can hyperlink things. If you have forms that you want people to fill out to capture information, you can. I did an embed code here. So this is my podcast. And then down here, I embedded my newsletter. So for Substack, so that people can subscribe right here. And then obviously advertising our, AI community. So if you are interested, definitely join us on School. I know many of you are already there. If you are also wanting to learn more about how I'm using Claude in my business, I'm going to be doing a free workshop on Tuesday of next week called Amplify Live. That'll be at 1 o'clock Central. So I will share that information. But that's one of the things that I'm also working on it's my goal for the weekend is I need to tighten up my web pages here. So I have like a learn with me tab, a work with me, and a shop. And I just don't think that is flowing. So again, I'm already talking over with Claude, like, how do I get this, looking the way that I want it to, and have it can actually open the conversation and look at all 3 pages. I don't have to even use the Chrome extension, but it's definitely an option if you want to try that. So any questions, or if you're already using the Chrome extension, I would love it if you could share some ways that you have used it. Like I said yesterday, I was trying to index my site, which I don't know, I'll let this finish working. I don't know if you guys know this, but here in the studio, it can actually walk you through all the steps that you need to do to make sure, and this is in GHL, to make sure that you are set up for SEO and making sure that your site is optimized. So if you are on a particular site right here, there's a settings tab, and you can come in and right here under SEO, it will tell you all the things that you need to do. So you'll open, step 1 is to like, oh, and you turn this on right here. So advanced SEO support, you turn this on. And then the first thing I did was copy the website link and opened it in an incognito browser to make sure that it's live. Then improve social preview content. So literally you copy this prompt here, and then you come back into the AI studio and just add that prompt into the builder. Whoop, let me go back, sorry. And then you can paste the prompt right here in the messages, and it will add the meta tags and make sure that it's all ready to go. And you kind of keep working through that on the 3 things. Now I'm going to go to the About page and check out what it did here. Ooh, look at that. That's a little bit better. We're getting there. So you can see that's kind of what I did. Just simply having it look. So that is how I'm using that in my business. This will be in Substack, so you can watch from the beginning. Yes, Luann. And I will probably make a little post about it too. But there's so many ways you can be using the AI Studio in GHL. Any questions before I hop off? I just wanted to pop in real quick and share that little tip because I know a lot of people with how easy it is to redo your website. It just makes it so much faster. And, you also don't want it to look like everyone else's. So that's where, I always do a lot of screenshots, and it's nice because it can see the images now. And instead of having to take all those screenshots, I'm just using the Claude Chrome extension. So, all right, friends, I hope you have a great weekend and be sure to join us. I'll have my website with the live Amplify link hopefully by the end of today. So, if you want to join us next week, we'll be sharing all those tips and tricks. Have a great one.